Okay, how about now? Can you hear me now? I just clicked the button and I think we're going to be okay. I just hit the magic button and there should be sound now. There should be sound now. Tell me that you can hear sound, folks. Tell me that you can hear sound. Somebody talk to me. Yeah, okay. Woohoo! We got audio. There's always something. Yes, okay. Let's see who's in the house. Jack, thank you guys. Skyrider 55 in the house. Jack Webb in Lexington, Kentucky. LJ is in the house. Senior Mexico in the house. CMT 63. Woo! Please start over. We can't hear you. Danita Price is in the house. Claudia, good morning, Claudia. Woohoo! Okay. El Grande, thank you very much. Mark Albright in the house. Okay. Glad to have, James and Rena. James and Rena are here. I have so much information to share with you guys today. James and Rena, you guys are with us almost every Saturday. They are in Ajijic this week, and I want to hook up with them. Okay. We got stuff going on. This trip to Mazatlan was phenomenal, and I'm sure that I am moving to Mazatlan. Now, Mazatlan has about 500,000 people. It's a very sophisticated town. It's not at all like Puerto Vallarta. I lived in Puerto Vallarta for 10 years, but Mazatlan is a totally different place. And I'm going to tell you about this trip. We had 10 people. Many of the 10 people live in Ajijic, and 3 of them after this trip had decided to move to Mazatlan. 2 of them decided to buy properties in Mazatlan. So I'm going to show you some incredible clips. Catherine from Spokane, Katrina the Maker is in the house. Good morning, Katrina. We got 32 people in the house and 7 likes. Let's up the like button. Okay, so we're going to get right with it. I'm very nervous this morning. The weather is great here in Mazatlan. The Reina del Mar bed and breakfast is 1 block from the ocean, and the Malecon in Mazatlan is the largest or longest Malecon in the world. It's almost 15 miles. You can just walk 15 miles down the ocean. And all of the Reina del Mar, which means Queen of the Beach, all of their contact information is below in the description. And Robert and Sherry, they are the owners. They started a YouTube channel 2 months ago, and they got 1,000 subscribers in 60 days. They're doing phenomenal, and they're all narrated by Robert and Sherry. And the link to their YouTube channel is in the description below. Robert is a hoot. But Robert gave us a lot of information. And he owns the dildo shop here in Ajijic. Everybody knows Robert in Ajijic because all the senior citizen ladies down here like to buy dildos. And he's made millions of dollars selling dildos in Ajijic. But anyway, he's a wealth of information. The difference between Puerto Vallarta and Mazatlan is that Mazatlan actually has industries. There's a well-known beer down in Mexico. It's called Pacifico. Their headquarters is in Mazatlan. Mazatlan is the biggest shrimp shipper in the world. They have like 600 shrimp boats that go out to these little lagoons where they harvest shrimp, and they have so much industry and theater and culture. It's fabulous, but it is humid in Mazatlan. And some of the people were saying, wow, it's so humid. But in the evening, the breeze comes out and it really cools down. So let's take a peek. Let's see, Denise Slade. No way. That's my cousin, Denise Slade from Columbus, Ohio. My cousin. Woo! Love you, Denise. Love you and your family. Brian Maiden. I'll be in Lake Chapala in September. Yes, great beer, Pacifico. Yeah, Brian Maiden, when you get here, we'll have to get together. But let's get with some clips. Let's look at my notes. Oh, but if you go on this tour with Robert, next week I'm going to give you a thorough tour of his bed and breakfast, show you some rooms, the pool, the lobby, the kitchen. You have breakfast every morning. And I fell in love with all of the people on the trip. All of the people, this is my second trip with Robert. All the people were very intelligent. And I don't want to talk about money too much, but on both trips, all the people had money. I mean, they all had enough money to come up with a couple of $100,000 to put down on a house. And Robert says that the Mexico federal government is flooding money into Mazatlan to help it grow. And they have like 90 oceanside developments going up right now on the ocean. So you can, your money, if you're going to buy a house or rent a house. I did an interview with a woman who moved to Ajijic from Kentucky. And she was in Ajijic for 1 month. Then she took the tour with Robert, and her name is Kathy. And after the tour with Robert, she moved to Mazatlan. She's looking for a house, but she found an apartment 5 blocks from the ocean and the Malecon, and she's paying $350 a month for rent. You can buy a house in Mazatlan for $100,000, and Ajijic is a little pricey. Now there's a big difference between Ajijic and Mazatlan. And again, Ajijic, Chapala, they have the best weather in the world. It was like 97 degrees yesterday, but I walked in to Mark and Chris's house yesterday, and it was like the air conditioner was on. I mean, I opened the doors and windows. It's very cool here. It's going to be humid in Mazatlan. It was humid in Mazatlan, but Mazatlan is great. Okay, here we go. Let's get started here. Oh yeah, I did an interview. With Robert, with Sherry, with Kathy, who moved to Mazatlan. And then there was a very interesting couple. This guy, his name is Stan. I don't know how old he is, but he's got to be at least my age, 65. But he has a band, and him and his wife, Linda, they're buying a home. They spent the entire week going. We went on tours. They were with a realtor all week. But let's get to our first clip. Here we go. So the way this works is you go down to Robert's Dildo Shop, or you go to their website, and their website, Reina del Mar, the link is below in the description. You sign up for a tour, and if you're leaving from Ajijic, Robert has a van that picks us all up. So they picked us up last Sunday at, what time was it? 8 a.m. And the van takes you to Mazatlan. And it was a great trip. It's about a 6-hour trip, but Robert stops after 2 hours. And then we eat food. And then in the second 2 hours, he shows a movie. And then in the last 2 hours, then he starts giving us a lecture of what's going on in Mazatlan. I mean, it's an excellent trip. Yesterday on the way back, the movie was Marry Me with this famous lady and this guy. I cried. This movie was so good. But anyway, also when I was in Mazatlan, I had women Canadians and American women that I met trying to pick me up. This one lady, asked me out. I couldn't go because I was going to be shooting video. But anyway, let's look at our first clip. Here we go. Okay, so we get in the van, and I kind of like this clip. We get in the van, and that's the van right there. I mean, the van has everything. They have electricity, USB ports so you can charge your telephone. But we're off the autopista, and it's Sunday morning. This must be around 10 o'clock. And all these vendors, that lady right there, she's selling tamales. I bought some of her tamales. But these are all tourists. And you can see they're Mexican national people on Sunday morning coming here to go to the bathroom, buy tacos, buy tamales. And this is off of the autopista. There's Kathy right there. She's the one that moved from Kentucky to Ajijic and then to Mazatlan. She's looking for a house. Yep, so that's how the trip started. That's 2 hours into the trip. But okay, so now there are two types of freeways in Mexico. There are the free freeways. There are the free freeways, and they call that libre, which means free. And then there's costa. That means you have to pay. It's a toll road. And these toll roads are fabulous. So here's the view. We have two drivers, just in case one has a heart attack or something like that. We have two drivers, and here we are driving through the mountains of Mexico. It's a beautiful ride. The seats are very spacious. We're waiting for the movie to start, and you can see there's nothing on the road pretty much except for our van and trucks. So now it's like a Sunday morning. It's probably around 11 o'clock. Okay, so the only thing that we stop for on this trip is to go to the bathroom. We stop and go to some restaurants. We stopped at a Subway, and then we have to stop and go to the toll booths. And you'll see a bus coming up. I think that's a Premier Plus bus, gold, and you'll see a lot of those on the road. Stop here and pay the toll. I don't remember this. We never really had to stop. And Olga, happy to have you in the house. I'm happy to have everybody in the house. It's Sunday. This is our first Sunday broadcast. But we stop, we pay some tolls, and then the closer we get to Mazatlan, Robert will stand up and start giving us, he starts giving us lectures about Mazatlan. Oh, here we go. And here he is. I think there's actually audio in this tape, so I'm going to let it play. I might let the audio in this tape play. Annie is in the house. Good morning from sunny Tucson. Annie, always happy to have you in the house. But here's Robert, and I think there's audio here. Maybe there is. No, I guess I cut the audio out. But okay, we're getting closer to Mazatlan, and that is a shrimp farm. I don't quite understand how that works, but it's natural. And it looks like dirt, but actually it's part of the ocean. And that's where they go and get the shrimp. Mazatlan is the biggest exporter of shrimp in the world. But the closer we get to Mazatlan, the more information gives us. Does everyone chip in on the toll fees? No. Does everyone chip in on the toll fees? No. What you do is you pay Robert a fee, and that covers all the toll road stuff. When you go on the tour, you get breakfast as a part of the package every morning. Sherry makes scrambled eggs, bacon and eggs, sausage and eggs, pancakes every morning. That is a part of the package. And what you'll pay for is food. Every night we went, every afternoon and some afternoons and every night we went to fabulous restaurants in different locations around Mazatlan, many of them on the ocean, each one with a totally different atmosphere, so you pay for that. There were two other things that we had to pay for out of pocket. We went to an observatory, which I will cover. I'm coming out with a video on this observatory, and it was only about a 5-minute taxi ride from Robert's Place, but the elevation is extremely high, and it has an excellent view of all the beaches and all the ocean areas in Mazatlan, and they have a bird sanctuary up there, and they had parrots and those toucans. They had parrots, toucans, iguanas, and the parrots were big. They're like 1.5 feet tall, and they land on your shoulder. So I've got video clips of that, but that was like 600 pesos or $30. You spend about an hour and a half in there, and that was one of the best experiences I've had in my life. I will be doing a video on that. I'm trying to think, there was another thing that we paid for out of pocket. But other than that, and then we have to get around going from place to place to place. So we take these things called Polanamos, something like that. And they're these little golf cart-like things, but they have big ones. But that's all covered in the fees that you pay to Robert. Okay. Alessia Hawkins. Okay. Good morning from Houston. Always good to see Houston in the house. LJ, be careful of those women trying to pick you up in Mazatlan. They want your, always remember, marriage is the #1 cause of divorce. Right on. That's funny. James and Rena. Brian Maiden, what happens if a single person goes? Do they share a room or with another single? Now that's a great question, Brian. On this trip, there were like 5 single people. Oh, now there were 4 or 5 single people, and everybody gets their own room. There were 2 women from Ajijic, and one was married. They were friends. One's married, one is single. Both Americans, both around 65. One was 69 years old. They shared a room. They both had queen-size beds and a great room. All the rooms have refrigerators. But I was single. I had my own room. There was another guy named Steven. He had his own room. There were 2 married couples. They had their room with king-size beds. And then there was a single lady. Another single lady, she had her own room. So there were 5 single people on this trip, and everybody was very interesting. Okay, James and Rena, LJ, my wife is making me say that the 3rd time is a charm. Well, I was just in my 3rd marriage, and I'm out of it now. So I thought it was going to be a charm. It didn't work out that way. Okay, Annie. Okay, here we go. Let's go to the next clip. Okay, toll booth. Okay, now this rest stop. Tom, hello from Puebla. I got my temporary residency this week. Congratulations. Tom, congratulations. Holly's in the house. Okay, now, many of the people on this trip had used my immigration attorney, Albaro. It's like 5 of these people had used Albaro to get their 1-year visa. One person is getting a 4-year visa, which I've never heard of except for in Mazatlan, but they all got them through Albaro. And Albaro is my immigration attorney. He's helped me with 3 visas, 2 years visas. I have a permanent visa, and his contact information is below in the description. Also, for you people that are watching the broadcast, for you people that are watching the replay and not the live version, if you would like to donate to the channel and help the channel survive, there's a donate button down in the description. You can click that button and you can help the channel survive by clicking the donate the donate bunny, okay, button. And then you can share your wealth with the channel by using PayPal, Visa, American, or American Express. Okay, here we go. Okay, Tom, thank you. I appreciate all the information you give about Mexico. Holly, I'm using your lawyer. So far, so good. Alvaro does an excellent job. Oh, what the heck is this? Okay, whatever. Okay, now, let's go to the next clip. Okay, now, so we're still on the road. CMT 63, how concerned about hurricanes are people who live on a coast like Mazatlan? Well, hurricanes are, people should be concerned about hurricanes. Miami should be concerned about hurricanes. When I lived in Puerto Vallarta, people are concerned, but they rarely hit. The first week, Reina del Mar bed and breakfast has only been open for 7 months. And the first week they opened, they had a hurricane. All the electricity went out, but the city had 0 damage. So hurricanes are always something to consider, but they rarely hit the town like Miami. And when I lived in Vallarta, I think we had 3 hurricanes, but there was no damage. But I know in Malaki, it seems like they get hit. Malaki is south of Puerto Vallarta, and they've had damage and houses blown away, trees and everything. So whatever. Okay, now, Senor Mexico, I have an appointment tomorrow at Mexican Embassy for permanent visa. Good job, Senor Mexico. Annie, okay. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so we're on the van, and I found we're on the van, and we're going to Oxo. There's Robert right there. He's making his videos. I'm making my videos, okay? And the van is parked. We're going to Oxo. And look at this rest stop. And I'm going to turn off the audio. But look at this rest stop. This is on the freeway. Look at all the trucks there. They've got foosball, all these tables and chairs. I think this is our second stop. Couches. This couch, they've got Wi-Fi here. There's Robert making his video. Okay. I mean, what I've never seen. You never know what you're going to see in Mexico. And then Robert's telling me, well, look at the television. That's a television that's covered up right now. We find out they have Wi-Fi in here. You never know what you're going to see in Mexico. Mexico is fabulous, and you never know what you're going to see. But I tell you what, I know, okay, now, which is more concerning, hurricane or earthquakes? They're both I'd say earthquakes are more worrisome than hurricanes, especially all over Mexico, because Mexico is just a whole country of volcanoes and mountains and the ground moving around. Even the main cathedral in the plaza in Guadalajara, earthquakes have shifted and they had to rebuild parts of the cathedral many different times. But there's in an upcoming video in Mazatlan, Robert took us to tours where they had towers on these fabulous churches and museums, and hurricanes blew away the towers. So they're both troublesome, hurricanes and earthquakes. And I went through an earthquake in Guadalajara. It was just a tremble. But anyway, so now we're getting closer. Now we get to, when we get to Mazatlan, here's what happens. This is inside the bed and breakfast. And the rooms are very nice and clean with remote control, air conditioning. All the rooms on the second floor have decks so you can go outside. All of the rooms have refrigerators, very wonderful bathroom areas. This is a king-size bed, and I think this is the smallest room. I stayed in this room the first time. I was there in November. Here's a small deck, and with chairs and a table, and here is the swimming pool. And I think I was in the swimming pool every afternoon, and in the evening we would all go down to the swimming pool. They have a bar right under that roof, and all of us would be down there at the swimming pool. But look at how modern, how neat and clean and nicely decorated with wonderful towels and a shower. And this is the smallest room. This is the smallest room. So that's a little bit. I'm going to, again, I got home last night, or yesterday afternoon, unpacked my stuff. I had to go through video clips, rename the video clips, see which ones came out, see which ones didn't come out. So I have videos of us in the pool in the afternoon, in the pool in the evening. I have videos with the full lobby and the kitchen area. Those will be coming out very soon. I'll be sharing those with you. Robert and Sherry brought us all together, and you leave there as family. As the longer the week went on, the more we became family. Anyway, okay. Yeah. Clean. The bathrooms are clean. Everything. LJ. Snowbird-wise, less tourists. Is August quietest time in Ajijic or September quieter? Okay, good question, LJ. Traditionally, the snowbirds leave Mexico April 15th, and they come back October 15th. So between October 15th and between April 15th and October 15th, that's a great time to visit because that's when the snowbirds leave. Now, many people live in Ajijic year-round. There's no reason to leave because the weather is great all year, except for the last couple of weeks. Like yesterday, it was 97 degrees in Ajijic. But in the evening, it's going to go down to 55, 59 degrees. So it's always going to be cool in the evening, as opposed to Mazatlan or Puerto Vallarta, where once the summertime hits, it's going to be hot. So the snowbirds are not in Mazatlan or Puerto Vallarta between April 15th and October 15th. So right now, I'm looking for an apartment in Mazatlan, and I only want to pay about $400 a month. I'd rather pay $350 a month. So for me, this is May. Snowbirds are gone. Snowbirds are not looking for apartments right now. So for me, I'm looking for an apartment in the best time to look for an apartment, because right now people renting apartments, all the snowbirds are gone, they need money. And people who are renting apartments are happy to have Americans, Canadians with money who will stay there for a year or two. Like I'm staying in this place owned by or rented by Chris and Mark, and they plan on staying here at least 10 years. They're coming up with a 10-year contract to rent this place out. But anyway, whatever. Brian Maiden, wow, that is a very nice room. What more do you need? Okay, James and Rena, they're saying it's real quiet in Ahihique right now. And let's say, 97. Yesterday was 89. CMT 63. Independence Day is in September, and we hear it's a big celebration, but it probably depends on where you are living or staying. Yes. And also, Robert told us that they have this thing called Carnival. Carnival in Mazatlan is the third largest carnival in the world. If I'm not mistaken, Rio de Janeiro has the biggest carnival, followed by the one in New Orleans. And in Mazatlan, they have the third biggest carnival in the world. It attracts about 1 million people. And that just happened a couple of months ago. And they have a huge parade going down the 15-mile Malecon. And Robert said that they had 1 million people there. There was zero violence, no problems. They're serving beer. They have porta potties, just a huge party. Okay, let's see. LJ, do you see any significant price reductions off-season in Ahihique other than housing, like food and other things? Well, let's say this. In Ahihique is, I'm going to say that Ahihique has to be one of the most expensive places in Mexico. You really have to look around. It's like there's a French restaurant 2 blocks from where I'm staying now, and they make quiche. They have all kinds of quiche, and they keep them frozen, and then they bake them up. But I go down there and buy the frozen ones. So I get a pretty big quiche for like $3.50, and that's like 3 meals for me. Now, 1 block from the quiche place is a burger place, and all the burgers are 150 pesos. That's like $7.50, and that comes with French fries. Now that pricing is crazy. $7.50 for a cheeseburger, but that's Ahihique. Ahihique has many expensive restaurants, but on the other hand, if you look around in Ahihique, and if you eat where the Mexican nationals eat, then your prices just go down. But Ahihique is expensive. It's one of the most expensive places to live in Mexico. So if you look around, you're going to find good prices. Good black girl. Can't wait to get to Ahihique. Come on down. Let's go to another video clip. Ooh, let's see what this one is. Uh-oh. This one's blank. Okay, I messed up there. Okay. So we get out of the hotel, and now we've arrived. I think we showed up in Mazatlan. There's Nikki. There's Steven. That is our group. Robert is leading the way. This is about 2 blocks away from Robert's hotel. There's transportation right there. We would get in those things and go around town. We get like 10 of us in there. But look at the architecture. You could go to this area And just, I have been here just walking around, looking at the architecture, and all of the streets are filled with restaurants and bars and museums and theaters. But look at the atmosphere, look at the architecture. But that is Mazatlan. Mazatlan is Ajijic on steroids. And one woman told me that many Mexican nationals in Mazatlan speak English. And I was surprised. Many times I'm just walking down the street and people Mexican nationals in Mazatlan would just start saying, hello, how are you? Where are you from? In English, which didn't happen to me in Puerto Vallarta. It never happened to me in Guadalajara. It never happens pretty much in Ajijic from Mexican nationals. But Mazatlan is a very educated business town, and they teach people English there when they're in schools. And CMT 63 says, but those burgers are huge and the best. Yeah, the burgers are huge, but still $7.50 for a burger is too much. Click the like button, yes. Okay. Scallions. Okay, James and Rena had scallions. Veal entree, $9.50 would be $25 in Vegas. Okay, how many people were in the group that visited Mazatlan? We had about 11 people in the group. It's a fabulous trip. Don't take the trip unless you want to rethink living in Mexico. Okay, so here we go. So we walk from the bed and breakfast, and and again, it is Sunday afternoon, and here we go. We're going to the plaza, and this is the plaza on Sunday afternoon. I would think it's around 5:30, 6 o'clock, and that is where we're going to eat. In a video, I'll go in depth into this plaza. You're going to see some pretty wild things in this video, I think. We saw a famous actor here, but there's Robert telling us what's about to get. This restaurant was a little pricey, but I've been in Mexico for too long. But look at all the people. This plaza's huge. There are lots of restaurants here, lots of bars here. It's Sunday afternoon, and look at how clean it is. And look at this quaint little streets. Mazatlan is fabulous. I'm moving there. That's my new home. That's where I'm going to live, you guys. I'm moving to Mazatlan. Brian Maiden, how far is Mazatlan from Lake Chapala? It's a 5 to 6 hour drive. And two of the people on the tour flew into Mazatlan, which I think if I go back, well, the next time I go back, I'm going to have all my stuff because I'll be moving. So I'm going to have to drive there. I think it's going to take like 5 hours. But if you take the tour, you can live anywhere in the world and you can just fly into Mazatlan and go right to the bed and breakfast, Reina del Mar. And two people on the tour did that. They flew into Mazatlan, into the Mazatlan airport. They flew in from Canada, and they'll be flying out of Mazatlan also, but that's the way to go. But from, if you live in Ajijic, you would go to the Guadalajara airport, and then you fly to Mazatlan. It's going to cost you about $150, and the flight is going to take you about 1 hour. And I would highly suggest that, because even though round trip it's going to cost you about $300, but it only takes an hour to get there. I mean, we were in the van for about 6 hours, and the van is very comfortable, electricity, we get to see a movie, the seats are comfortable, but 6 hours is a long time as opposed to 1 hour. Okay, let's see what's going on. CMT 63, that would be Chris, I think. You say that you are moving every place you visit. Yeah, I do. I fall in love with every place that I visit, but I've visited a lot of places now, and Mazatlan is calling my name, and I'm 65, and I met a woman in Mazatlan, and I was, you know, whatever. But Mazatlan is calling my name, and there's 500,000 people there. And they have like 20 to 30,000 expats. Those are American citizens. And many of the Mexican nationals speak English. And one of the couples, a Canadian couple there, the guy that's a musician with his wife, they were with a realtor all week. She was a Mexican, but she'd only lived in Mazatlan for 3 years, and she was from Montreal. She grew up in Montreal, though she's a Mexican. She's lived there for 3 years. Now she sells real estate, fluent English. So I just think that the window of opportunities in Mazatlan are way more vast than in Ajijic Chapala, though Ajijic Chapala is a fabulous place, but I think that Mazatlan is going to be way more inexpensive. Okie dokie. I'm looking over here. Good Black Girl says, good for you, James and Rena. Now we know the reason. Rochelle Katz, always good to see you in the house. I still have to get one of those bags. And we have, I tell you guys, I'm very surprised. We have 56 people in the house. We have 56 people in the house, you guys. It's Sunday morning. This is our first Sunday broadcast, and I'm happy to have all of you here in the house. We've got 56 people and 29 likes. Thank you so much, Holly. It sounds lovely. It's great. Jack Webb, Bill, I'll catch up on the rebroadcast. Got an emergency, just came in. I hope nobody got shot, Jack. Always great to have you in the house. Let's go back to the restaurant. No, that's not it. Here we go. Okay, so here we are in the plaza, and in a future video, I'll give you the name of this restaurant. It's a great location at this time of day in the plaza. It's very pleasant. There we are as a group. That's Linda. She's from Canada. They're looking for a house. On the left there is Nikki. There's Robert taking the lead. There's Lisa and Bailey. They live in Ajijic. They own a home in Ajijic. But here you can see the menu. And I'm going to say the most expensive thing, you can see all those, like there's a soups, 139 pesos. That would be like $6. Over there, you're going to see prime rib for 400 pesos. That's going to be 400 pesos is going to be like $20. Most items on this menu were about 200 pesos or $10. Most I had, it seems like yesterday, I guess 2 days ago, we that was the last place we went to dinner on the tour. And I had clam chowder, that was $6. So, and that's an expensive restaurant. We went to some crazy places to eat. I'm going to share those concepts with you in videos that are coming out soon. We went to this one place, it's called the Shrimp Lady. It was out of this world, okay? we took a big taxi to this place called the Shrimp Lady. And it's in, somebody sent me money. Thank you so much. I don't know how much it is, but they just sent it through PayPal. So I'm going to click the happy money button here. And I don't know who it's from. It just showed up on my telephone. But thank you for that donation. This is my life. This is how I buy my food. This is how I buy my toilet paper. This is how I buy my dishwashing detergent and all that kind of stuff. I really appreciate your donations greatly. But we went to this place called the Shrimp Lady. Okay, there's a big market. I've got a video about this giant market. I got 2 t-shirts there. I got 2 swimsuits. No, I got 3 t-shirts, some swimsuits, and some, I bought some flip-flops for like $5. And then 2 blocks from the market is where they sell seafood. It's all fresh seafood. Shrimp, lobster, crab. Okay, so then and it lasts for about a block. And some of the shrimp are like this tall and about this thick. And right above that, there's a small restaurant, and it's called the Shrimp Ladies. The Shrimp Ladies. So you go down to the market and you buy your shrimp, and then you walk up the stairs and you give it to the cooks at the Shrimp Lady. And then, so you're paying, like, for your shrimp, you're buying a kilo of shrimp for about $3. Think about that. A kilo is like 2 pounds of shrimp for $3. So Robert and Sherry, they go down, they buy the shrimp, they got a ton of shrimp, and Holly Bailey just contributed to 99 cents. And I want to say thank you for contributing to the channel, Holly. This is how I earn my living. I got all my lighting set up, my camera's all set up, and I greatly thank you for the contribution. But okay, so Robert and Sherry, they pay for all of this shrimp, and I saw this go down. And then they walked up, and they gave like it must have been like they bought 5 kilos of shrimp, and they gave the shrimp to the guys that cooked the shrimp. And what I liked, they had garlic shrimp, they had coconut shrimp, and I'm making a video on this, and it was unbelievable. Oh, that's what we paid for. I think we paid like 150 pesos each to go to the Shrimp Lady. 150 pesos, that's like $7.50, and everybody ate, and we had 3 different types of shrimp, and they just kept bringing this shrimp out, bringing it out, and we couldn't eat all. There were 11 of us. We could not finish all the shrimp. There were these large plates of shrimp. I really liked the coconut shrimp. It was fabulous. But that's the Shrimp Lady, and so it was a part of the tour. And let's see what we have coming up next. Tacos. Okay, CMT60. Do you think that you are still going to want to do travel videos in the Central Highlands, like San Miguel de Allende? CMT63, I will continue to do travel videos. And there are cities that I want to visit. But now I'm going to be located in Mazatlan. So yes, I will do videos about Central Mexico. But I got to keep a budget here because if I'm going from Mazatlan to San Miguel de Allende, the bus ride's only going to cost me about $15, but it's going to be like a 6-hour trip. Probably spend 3 days there, $50 a night for a hotel. So you're up to, that's a $150 trip. You buy food every day. So each trip is going to cost me about $300. I would like to make a trip like that once a week. But if I did that once a week, that takes my budget up to like $1,200 a month. So right now I'm trying to reconsider my budget. Do I make one long trip a month? I hooked up with a real estate agent in Mazatlan. We're going to make real estate videos in Mazatlan. I'll be on the ocean, so I will be exploring many ocean towns that are maybe 3 hours or less, or 4 hours or less from Mazatlan, going inland from Mazatlan. So I think I'll probably try to keep my budget around $300 a month, go into central Mexico, many places I want to go. I want to go to Cabo San Lucas, places like that. There's a ferry that you take from Mazatlan to Cabo San Lucas. They say it's a fabulous trip. There's a train ride I want to take through the gold mines. They say that is a fabulous trip. So I will be traveling, and this is what I do for the rest of my life. I'm going to travel through Mexico, make travel videos. That's what I do. Here we go. Rochelle Katz, the shrimp lady restaurant sounds interesting, and the shrimp lady restaurant is fabulous. I met a couple there. They were younger than me. They had to be like in their 30s. And the guy was from New Zealand, and she was from France. And she was studying in Mazatlan to be a geologist. And they have all these rock formations around Mazatlan. She was studying them. And they had ordered lobster. They have all these fresh lobster. Uh-oh. I think I just somebody else just gave me money through PayPal. Right on. I greatly appreciate, I don't know who it is, but my little button went off on my cell phone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your contribution. Okay, let's see. Let me see. Oh, Gene and John, I dread moving again, but Ajijic is worth it. Yeah, Ajijic is great. Ajijic is great. When you get here, the people are very friendly, and it's the best climate in the world. Brian Maiden, I'd be in heaven if I was at the Shrimp Lady. It's a great place. Okay, CMT 63. Yes, it's worth moving, but it's going good. Mark has made a detailed spreadsheet for move, and the movers said it's very good. Gene and John. Roselle Katz, CMT 63. Can you share a template of your move spreadsheet? And for those of you that want to communicate with one another, my email is in the description below, and I have the email of CMT63. So if you email me and say, hey, can I get, her name is Chris. Can I get Chris's email? Well, I'll email Chris and I'll send her your name, and I'll say, hey, is it okay to share your email? And so email me from my email, blah, 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 in the description below, and I can hook you up. Okay, good black girl, you're welcome. Love your videos. Thank you, good black girl. Rochelle, email Bill for our email. Thank you, we'll do. Okay, see, you guys know how to do it. Okay, so let's keep on going. Okay, at the restaurant, at the table, here we go. And here's what the food was like. I think this lady she's from San Diego. She's lived in Ajijic for 1 year. Her name is Surya. Surya's having salmon, and Surya and Nikki bought one dish and they split it, which is a smart move because there's just so much food. This is like chicken cacciatore with mashed potatoes or something like that. But the plates are plentiful, and the beer and wine and the bread, real fresh Mexican butter. It was a fabulous meal. You're going to see I'm going to show you some freaky stuff in a minute. Okay, Fab Taylor. Good morning, Bill Fab. Happy to have you in the house this Sunday morning. We got so many people. We have 58 people in the house. We got 35 likes. And we got donations coming in. We got 99 cents in donations. Thank you so much. But let's keep on rolling. Now, we're in the plaza. And I would like to live, this neighborhood is called Olas Altos, which means high waves. It's a very fabulous neighborhood in Mazatlan. But this plaza, they have many plazas in Mazatlan. That I would like to live in this neighborhood. But also, while we're in the plaza, we had two excellent saxophonists. And I would love to turn the audio on so that you could hear this guy, but I'm sure that the music is copyrighted. I mean, these guys, they were two saxophonists, and they have some background music playing out of some technical device, and they play along with the background music. But they were awesome musicians. They have many bands out there on the plaza. It's Sunday night, and then you can go back to the plaza and eat breakfast or lunch or dinner. But Sunday night is a night to go to celebrate Mexico. Now, Gene and John, Sunday's better. Okay, I'm going to show a clip now. You guys got to see this clip. The saxophone players were fabulous. But check this guy out. You got to check this guy out. Okay. Now this guy, his guitar playing was terrible, and he had really bad connections to his speakers, and I don't know if he knows how to tune his guitar. But look at the dog. Again, you never know what you're going to see in Mexico. You just never know. But that guitar player was right next to our table, and I would have paid him 200 pesos or $10 just to go to the other side of the plaza. Okay, Gene and John, Sundays are better. Maybe we can move this to Sunday. Whatever, we'll keep. Good morning, Christine is in the house. We got 56 people in the house and 38 likes. Oh yeah, now. Okay, so this is the end of our first evening in Mazatlan. We're all getting to know each other. Roberto or Robert is showing us around the neighborhood, showing us where all the stuff is, where's the money machine, where are the restaurants where we can eat. And you can see now we've eaten dinner, we've had our drinks, the sun is going down. That's Linda there, and Stan, her husband from Canada. He's a musician. And you can see more and more people. This is probably around 7:30 at night. You can see there are more people in the plaza. There you go. Okay, now, Tom, dog with the sunglasses. You never know what you're going to see in Mexico. Mexico nationals are so creative. Okay, so we ate dinner. We're walking back to the bed and breakfast. I'd say it's a 4 or 5 block walk. A 4 or 5 block walk back to the bed and breakfast. But before we go to the bed and breakfast, it's time for dessert. So we're going to go to get some gelato. I don't know how to say that correctly. I'm still learning. But we go to this place where they make fresh ice cream, and you'll see it's going to be a little darker. Gelato. And this is all fresh, homemade Gelato. Mexican nationals are big into gelato. You have Italians that actually make it in Mexico. And all of us got, I'm going to call it ice cream, but nobody was disappointed. And you can get this in a cup. You can put it on a cone. And in a second, the prices were excellent and the service was excellent. And I'm going to pause this video. This is a Mexican national family. And they were all eating their gelato. And I walked up to them and I said, "Oh, muy rico." And muy rico means very good, very rich. And this lady right here, she just starts speaking fluent English with me. Fluent English. And all of her family chipped in fluent English. It was, and she was just so happy, and they were so happy to communicate with me. This is Mazatlan, and that's one reason that I'm moving there. Well, folks, I only have like one more clip to play. We have 59 people in the house. I have one more clip to play. Again, Robert and Sherry's contact information for Reina Del Mar Bed and Breakfast is below in the description. And check out his YouTube channel. He's picked up 1,000 subscribers in 2 months, and he's hilarious. He's hilarious, but he's a wealth of information on what's going on in Mazatlan as well as Ajijic, especially when it comes to real estate, things to do, places to visit. Let's see, is that the new future wife? James and Rena, I don't think so. I don't know what's going to happen when I get to Mazatlan, but they have a lot of really talented. Oh, who's this? Brian Maiden. Brian Maiden, thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you so much. I tell you guys, this is what I do for a living. Yeah, I get a small Social Security check. I make a little money from Amazon every month, but I make money from YouTube also. And so your contributions help my bottom line in buying these lights and cameras, keeping my internet up. So thank you so much, Brian, for your contribution. Now, as I said at the beginning of the broadcast, Robert says that the government, the federal government of Mexico is pumping money into Mazatlan. And I tell you, I lived in Puerto Vallarta for 10 years. It's a tourist town. It's like it's like going to Disneyland. All these hotels and resorts and everything. And I think that but they don't have any industry in Puerto Vallarta. It is strictly Disneyland. They make their money on tourists. That's what they do. And I think they educate their people to feed that. Oh my God, Senor Mexico. Oh, you guys are great. You're helping my bottom line. Oh, thanks, Senor Mexico. You guys. Oh, and we got 6 Senor Mexico. Thank you so much, you guys. And we got 60 people in the house. 61 people in the house. Our first Sunday morning broadcast. I don't know. See, now we have 62 people in the house. We're cranking. This is Bill the Geek broadcasting live from the fabulous Ajijic, Mexico. Oh my God. Oh, we have 63 people in the house. Woo! And 39 likes and $15. Oh, well, we got 2 people that just dropped off. Sorry about that. But anyway, Robert says that the federal government of Mexico is pumping money into Mazatlan. And I was saying that In Puerto Vallarta, they have to educate their children, Mexican nationals in Puerto Vallarta, so that they can wait tables and clean hotel rooms, okay? And I think that's really true. That's kind of education that they offer in Puerto Vallarta for Mexican nationals. In Mazatlan, they have serious industry there. They have serious business going on there. What you have the headquarters of Pacifico there, the major shipper of shrimp in the entire world. And Robert fills us in on all of the industry that is going on in Mazatlan, and I make a video on that coming right out of the mouth of Robert. So I was on this tour in November 2nd, and Robert says, look, there's something new on the Malecon, and I'm going to share what is, okay, Rochelle, I just got an email from Rochelle Katz. Okay, yeah, I'll get back to you. She wants CMT63's phone number. But at the very end, after we ate, we had ice cream. He says, there's something new on the Malecon. You guys have to check this out. And here's what it was. Here we go. This is about a half block from the Malecon, and it's a tribute to the Beatles. This was a real trip. And I'm going to play, thank you, LJ. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay, there's the yellow submarine. And this is just a half block. And it's a total tribute to the Beatles. And they're playing Beatles music. They have a Beatles cafe. It's a replica of the one in London. They're playing Beatles music. I would play the audio, but I know the audio is copyrighted. I'd get thrown right off of YouTube. A little car. Yes, a little car there, a little British telephone. But now we're right next to the Malecon, right next to the ocean, but now we have the actual Beatles. Permanent bronze statues of the Fab Four right on the Malecon, right next to the ocean. They don't have this in Ahihique. They have no ocean in Ahihique. There you go, Liverpool, Anna Titan. Thank you for your contribution to help keep my channel alive. I'm Bill the Geek, broadcasting live from Ahihique, Mexico. We make videos about Mexico, and our family is in the house today. We got 60 people in the house with 43 likes. Our first Sunday ever broadcasting from first time broadcasting on Sundays. So I'm so happy. I'm here at the home of Mark and Chris. I thank them so much. I'm just babysitting until they get all their stuff coming back down from Florida. But I've been on the road a lot. This is my second week in this house, and last week I wasn't here at all. I shot video all of last week, so I've only really been here a week. I couldn't buy food because I was going to be gone for a week. So this week I can go to the grocery store, edit video, plan stuff for the future. I'm just happy to be here and I don't have to go anywhere. I shot so much video this week, I won't have to leave for a month. But as I look for an apartment in Mazatlan, I'm going to keep detailed records on how it goes because I'm going to use a different methodology to find the apartment that I want. And I only want to pay 8,000 pesos a month. That's $400 a month. I'm going to hopefully I can find a nice 2-bedroom apartment that gives me some nice working space. I want to be 7 blocks or less from the Malecon and the ocean. I have a car. I want a garage. So I want a nice place. My goal is over the next 30 days to find an apartment, and I'm going to share that experience with you guys as we go along. Senor Mexico, thank you for your contribution, and gracias, Bill. Wonderful broadcast again. CMT 63, Casa is in a great location. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 Okay, Paul-Lou, the Church of Bill the Geek. Brian Maiden, have a great weekend and week, and may Heineken be with you, my friend. Okay, you guys, we got 63 people in the house. Okay, and 45 likes. Okay, you guys, let's see, Anna Titan. We have good, hard-working Latino people here in Reno who need frequent flyer flights to visit their families and relatives. When they get their vacation time every year, they miss them very much. Gladys, hi, Bill. I want to move to Mazatlan too. Oh, I'm guessing CMT 63. I'm guessing that Jordan White actually went to church today. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. Okay, I think we're going to, I don't know. You guys tell me. Think about it and tell me, but if this Sunday thing works, I can do Sundays instead of Saturdays, but let's think about it for a week. As of right now, I'm going to go back to Saturday of next week, and now we have 75 people in the house. I totally enjoyed my trip to Mazatlan. I love Mazatlan. I'm single now. I want to meet a fabulous person who is intelligent, has something to do. Maybe that person is an artist, and that would be a woman person, is an artist or, something. But I think I have a very good chance of making that happen in Mazatlan. She has some form of income. I think that's important. So, and then, and with business opportunities in Mazatlan that I don't think I can have here in Ajijic. Claudia, you're very welcome. Wayne, hola to Wayne. Okay, Wayne, hola to you. Sunday works better, Claudia. Yes, Sunday. Okay, maybe I'll do. Wayne, okay. Get a dog instead. That's funny. Yeah. Okay, LJ. Wow, we got. I hate to leave. Maybe we'll do this on Sundays. So we have 67 people in the house. It's a beautiful day here in Ajijic. I'm in this fabulous house. It's a little warm outside, but in the house with no air conditioning, it's perfect weather. Okay, we'll just keep on going. Okay, we may go to Sunday. Sandra, Saturday works better. Okay, James and Rena, Saturday works better for me until we land in Ajijic. Okay, Sandra Turner, do you know if the Villa Premier Resort in PV has restaurants nearby? I don't know, but most of the resorts in the Puerto Vallarta area, they're all inclusive. They're all by themselves. You may as well be going to Los Angeles. Okay, what a waste of money. Rena S, Saturday usually works better. Okay, it looks like Saturday is on. Bill, is it easy to relocate with 3 border collies? Sure, Wayne. No problem. Somebody asked me that recently in a comment. And amazingly, when you bring dogs down to Mexico, that's all between you and the airlines. It has nothing to do with the Mexican government. The government doesn't want any information about your dogs. It's the airlines that want information about your dogs. So what you want, and each airlines handles dogs a little differently. You know, how big of a container, the width and height of the container you're going to put in there, that whole thing. So you want to contact the airlines, but the Mexican government could give a crap about your dog. So yeah, no problem relocating like that. Linda Burns, yes, I like Sunday broadcast. Katrina the Maker in the house Saturday, please. Robert, good to see you again, Bill. Robert in Baja Norte. Robert, always good to have you in the house. Nina DeVoe, Sundays work well for me. James and Rena, just do both days. That went through my mind. CMT 63, Chris, maybe Bill should have a couple of live streaming chats or just move more of them. Oh, you guys, okay. You're welcome. Wayne, we got 68 people in the house, 66. Woo! Okay, you guys, we've been at it for an hour and 20 minutes now. Once again, I haven't said this today, but I love Mexico. I've been here going on 18 years. I'm going to die here in Mexico. I'm going to die in Mexico one day, but my family asked me, when are you coming back to the United States? I'm never coming back. I'm not even going to the United States to visit. I love Mexico. It's warm all year. The people here are fabulous. I moved from Puerto Vallarta to Guadalajara to a gated community in Chapala. Right now I'm existing in Ajijic, making another move, and each move is fabulous. And, you know, I'm going to go to Mazatlan, and I may die in Mazatlan. I don't know, but I know I'm going to die in Mexico. That's just the way it's going to go. Got my permanent visa. It's cheap in Mexico. Who can afford to live in the United States? Okay, Wayne. Okay, Wayne, how about finding a rental with 3 dogs? Is it difficult? No, you're good. You're good. You're good, Wayne. And you just ask the people up front, do you take dogs? And most of the time, if you're looking, and I'm going to say by the end of the, once I find an apartment, then I'm going to do after I've moved into my Mazatlan apartment, then I'll make the video about how I found the apartment and all that kind of stuff. And I think you're really going to like that video. Okay, you guys, I'm getting ready to sign off. Thank you, Christine. Glad you guys showed up. Abba is in the house. Don't die anytime soon. So thank you. Geez, yeah. Thank you, Abba. Okay, you guys, I'm getting ready to sign off. This is funny. More and more people just keep showing up. And, and for those of you, Reina Del Mar, bed and breakfast, they have, as a part of their tour, they do 2 to 4 tours a month. They slow down in the summertime. Sometimes on their tours, you can go out, you go like 10 miles out into the ocean and swim with the dolphins. Sometimes you can go whale watching. Sometimes you can go big time fishing. They change what they have to offer all of the time, but all of their contact information is in the description below. And for you guys that are watching the rebroadcast, if you want to donate to the channel, the donate link is down in the description to go. Goodbye, everyone, from Ann Terry Burns. Have a good day. You better water the plants, or it will be the end in Ajijic. Okay, yeah, I'll take care of the plants. Sandra Turner, love your spirit. Thank you for your content. Thank you. Okay, you guys, thank you, CMT 63. This is Bill the Geek, broadcasting live from Ajijic, Mexico, and I'm getting ready to sign off. Love you all. Thanks for showing up again. record numbers. Have a great Sunday, and I can't wait to do laundry, kind of relax. Adios. Adios, amigos.